Um, but yeah, a lot of the issues we run into it mostly comes from people who can't sell or don't have a sales process, don't have a sales system, and it's just a receptionist answering the phone. They don't know what they're doing. And that's usually the guys who do really well and stay with us for years are the guys who have a sales team, have a sales system, have something like that, some kind of structure to taking phone calls and calling the leads back when a form's submitted, like literally within 3 minutes, calling it back. Like that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing. And some of these guys like, well, nothing closed, and then you go and you look, dude, you got 45 phone calls last week and you answered two of them. What do you mean? Like, of
Yeah.
course. So there's only so much we can do as marketers, but we got to do, and we're constantly improving our process too. Like Fessel just redesigned the whole, um, what was it, Fessel? The client expectation stuff, right?
Yeah, the expectations one.
The expectations, and this is an additional thing now that goes out after every single client comes on board. Like we're constantly tuning and tweaking to make sure that we can like hammer into these guys' heads, like, dude, you got to answer the phone and you got to call these people back, or you can't run advertise, you can't do advertising. You're just gonna waste your money. So that's the biggest thing that we run into is people just who are not just not I guess not serious. I don't know what else you would call it. I mean, listen, if I'm spending $50 for a lead or $150 for a lead, you best believe I'm gonna hunt them to the end of the earth to make sure I at least talk to them once. So some of these
Yeah, you know
guys just
what? Yeah, I think I'll implement some type of like client expectation video or something that I can
yes,
send them or a quick call like just before the campaign starts or during the sales process also.
absolutely, man.
Yeah,
We have an email that
yeah,
goes out after the onboard, after they become a client and everything's live and they're good to go. So an email goes out with a roadmap, 30, 60, 90 days, what to expect. And then I believe there is now a how to handle calls and how many attempts to make per lead once it comes in. That's what Fessel was just working on, and Ed. I think Ed made a
yeah,
video on that.
yeah,
So there's a lot, man. You want to keep like drip them stuff, you know?
yeah. Okay,
Like we made the
nice.
mistake for years, like before when it was just Ed and I really, where somebody would come on board and we just would never even nothing. We get a report on Mondays.
Mhm.
That's it. We never, there was no expectations. There was no nothing. So it
Yeah,
only helps to do this kind of stuff and layer it in. And the cool thing is you only really have to do it once. And then it's just going to drip out to every new person you onboard in your
yeah.
company.
So Rob, do you actually implement CRM, any kind of CRM, GHL in all clients
No,
or no?
we
What's the
don't.
percentage?
So we only our clients don't use we use high level for automations for Facebook ads only, I
Um,
believe. But we don't give them CRM access only because it usually will become a problem more than it's worth because they don't understand how it works, and then
Yeah,
we're educating on what this button does and which this one does, and there's 5,000 things in GHL to get lost in. So it was better for us because our goal for our agency is not we're not trying to sign high ticket clients. It's not our bread and butter. We don't do the $2,000 a month guys. Like we want the
um,
500 to 750 guys. That's our range. And those guys just want leads. They don't give a shit about anything else. So we've put everything and focus into making that the best experience for them, just getting the leads. But I'm not saying that CRMs are not a great idea. It's amazing, right? And it can be really sticky if they actually use it and get addicted to it, because then it's a high level commission for your agency or whatever, however you have it set up. But yeah, it's we just don't. Good question though.
yeah,
Do
that's
you guys use it?
one of the most interesting integrations I've I've heard
Yeah,
is the one that he he's not using Go High Level per se, but the lead enters via a form or something, and he has the phone. So the Go High Level calls the owner of the company,
yeah,
and if he wants to get back right away to that lead, he presses one,
yeah,
and then it will call back the lead. So
yeah.
it's only
That's
his phone and
yeah.
one or two.
That
One
sounds
to
like AI agent transferring is it a call or is it text?
No, it's like a let's say a a call alert.
Yes.
A lead alert,
Yeah.
but it comes in the form of a call. So
Okay.
a high level calls the owner right after right
Completely
after the
right.
lead is received,
Yeah.
and when he answers, it says, if you want to call the lead, press one.
Yeah.
If you don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
call the lead now, press two.
Yeah.
So if you
That's a
press
great
one,
strategy for sure.
yeah, because all of us we have the problem that,
Yeah.
oh, he's calling the lead several hours after it is
Yeah.
received, and
Here's my thing. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna answer the call anyway when high level calls them. They're not gonna answer call. They're not gonna answer Carvel's call. They're not gonna answer high level. As much as I would like them to do that, and I think that's a great idea. Maybe we'll try that, run that as a test too. That's a great idea actually. But our problem mostly comes from the clients do not answer the calls. They just don't. They don't call the forms back fast enough. They don't do this. They don't do that. But I'm
yeah,
trying to. I would really like to test at some point when someone lets us do it, having an AI agent take all phone calls, all form submissions, and just
yeah,
let it work the leads, and then do like a live transfer to the client when it's on the phone and has somebody ready to go. That's what I'm interested in. I think that will be in the future, and I know they rolled out an update high level for their call agents, and they sound like more realistic now, and the gaps are closing with the dead space in between words and stuff.
yeah,
So I think it's going to get very, very interesting in the next 6 months. And that's something, as soon as we can agree for someone to let us do it, I would love to test that because I think that's going to be huge in the future.
yeah. And
Um,
also, I've heard Eric Sue, the Asian guy.
yeah,
He runs VRs from Philippines that speaks good English.
yeah,
That does that. Uh,
yeah.
That's what I was
Nice.
gonna ask. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about that, guys, like you set up a marketing campaign. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to look at email notifications for leads that come in. You don't have to answer phone calls unless an AI agent has a live person on the phone to transfer to you. Like I think that would be the coolest thing ever, right? Like if
Yeah.
yeah,
you just get it to work. Our biggest thing is our clients are like, no, dude, like we're not gonna let some AI robot take all the $50 phone calls we're paying for.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like,
But you know,
yeah.
like
If
I have a few clients that, they're kind of on the smaller side. They may be like three, four guy operations. And I
yeah,
listen to some of the call rails sometimes, and like they're in the field and it's like banging everywhere. And they're like,
yep.
okay, I'm gonna call you back and stuff. So it'd be awesome to have like a VR, like a virtual assistant from the Philippines or something, where she could maybe like just book all their calendar, you know?
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sure it
there's
wouldn't
people
be
who do
too
that. Like
expensive, you know?
yeah, I have friends who do that with the virtual assistant stuff. I'm talking about a totally automated virtual assistant, like an actual AI that will just handle
Okay.
all the leads that come in and then contact them, warm them up, and transfer a live call directly to the client. I think that's
Okay.
going to be super interesting. And what would be cool too is if you could sell it as a marketing package. Don't sell it as, oh, we're going to get you this per cost per lead or whatever. It's like, listen, our AI robot's going to send you phone calls. So if that phone rings and you see it from us, make sure you answer because it's a live person who's going to get transferred to you who wants to talk to you about a quote for your, insert service. I think
Mhm.
that will be cool.
yeah, though
Definitely.
the guy that did that for like several years in the dental space and
Yeah.
others is the Jeff Miller, that guy
Oh, Jeff Miller.
did
Yeah,
that a
yeah.
lot.
I know Jeff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Jeff has
did
a
that a
great
lot.
training program.
Yeah.
Smart dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said that for that kind of niche we are working with, I talked with him last week. He said he's not putting forms at all
No, yeah.
nowadays. He's just sending to a page that has a big button that calls in the call tracking,
Yep.
and that's it. If the lead wants to call, they call.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
don't want to call, they have to
He's
close the
real big
page.
on like um not generating leads, generating customers. Like that's his whole thing. He's like, I don't give a shit about leads. He's like, I'm generating customers.
Yeah,
Everything I
yeah,
do metric based on what it costs me to get a customer. So I think
yeah,
what he's doing is really cool. Um, but yeah, I want to test this so bad. I just gotta find somebody who will let us set up an AI to take all the calls and just trust us completely, which can be scary, but trust me, guys.
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
actually as I understand, it's not AI at all. It's just a button with call rail and just for the conversion tracking, right?
Yeah,
Because
we for
he
Jeff
has to
stuff, what you're
have,
talking about, yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
sending it, clicking in it, and calls the owner. That's
Yeah.
it. There's no AI involved.
Yeah, we
I
have a
found
lot
it.
of landing pages like that. We and Fessel, back me up here. I think it's junk car and mobile auto glass, right?
Yeah,
We have calling landing
yeah,
pages
yeah,
where
and
it's just
towing
a
as well.
button and it's either
To-
call this button or fuck off, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's really
towing
it.
as well. Yeah,
Yep. So
Right.
those work well in some niches, but it does what works in one does not work in all. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I've tried it for several other ones and it tanked horribly. Maybe that's something I'll revisit as a test in all the new testing I'm doing now.
Yeah.
But
Do
yeah,
do you guys have experience with that kind of quiz I'm sending on the chat that asks a lot of questions, even credit score? Do
no, we don't do anything
you,
like that. No, we've run quizzes before. Sorry, I was reading the comments. Can't see anything on my
because
left.
that quiz, especially specifically if the zip code is out of the um, range, it doesn't go on.
Yeah.
So it stops
No,
and
we've
does.
run quizzes for Facebook ads for remodeling and roofing. It was a mixed bag of quality though. And
Mhm.
I mean, the only way they become a lead though is after it goes through the quiz, then it goes to a questionnaire. It basically goes to a decision tree thing where it's like, all right, your quiz, here's your score, here's what your result is. And then below the result, whatever the result is for whatever the quiz was, it's like, do you want to speak with a roofer about,
Uh-huh.
your issue that we know you have based on the quiz that you just went through? Yes or
Yeah.
no. If yes, they go to a contact form with all the stuff they need, they fill it out, and then it goes to the client. If no, it's never a lead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one I sent is it's not exactly a quiz. It's like more a glorified,
Check my zip
very
code.
some steps forms, and it's very beautiful and everything. But it's a long form in several steps.
That's fine
But
though, because that's micro commitments. Once people go past a certain amount of commitments, they're gonna just go to the end
yeah,
because they don't want to feel like they wasted their time.
have you guys tried this?
No, not like this. What platform is this built on? This not
This is a
ClickFunnels.
platform called I think it's Let's Hook. Let me say, let me check here.
Lead Gurus? Who's that? Is that who made it?
No, yeah, there's some guys from Puerto Rico, actually.
Yeah,
That's the platform.
that's cool. Yeah, no. Hey, listen, I am the biggest proponent you will ever meet about testing. So if something works, I'm all about it. I like testing new things. So what's the platform again? Is this it right here?
Yeah,
Lead
I
Hub?
send the link. Let's Hook.
Oh, that's cool. Hmm. There you go, Faisal. Might be a new test, buddy. For
looks
work.
fun. Yeah, looks fun.
I'll play around with this. Yeah, I bet this would do really well with Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
looks promising. Yeah,
Cheap too. $100 a month for 100,000 impressions.
yeah. That's if you have many clients, it's great.
Yeah, it looks scalable. Interesting. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Like I said, I'm always trying to test new things. I tried to do with I think our last quiz funnel we used high level for it, but it wasn't where I wanted it to be. And then there was another one too. I think it was really cool looking and it was really like smooth.
yeah, I
Hey,
remember
your
that. Yeah, I remember that.
remember that one?
Yeah, we made like web pages for each one, and
Yeah,
then yeah, it tanked pretty bad. Yeah,
really bad.
yeah,
I wonder if it's almost better just to send it to just the form and nothing else.
yeah,
No content,
yeah,
there's no pictures or nothing. It's,
yeah.
get a quote. But I don't know. I saw something which was interesting in the search results. Hold on, guys. I think we got like 2 minutes left, 4 minutes. The search results was Angie's List had a Google local service ad. I don't know how that happened, but I'm pretty sure that's not what local service ads are supposed to be about. Or big lead gen companies like Home Advisor and Angie's List. So that was interesting.
That's super weird.
Right? That's what I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why and it's because they probably have some kind of relationship with Google at this stage, right, of the game.
Mhm.
But I don't think that's fair to the local guys who are,
Mm-mm.
you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be that lead gen agency that runs all that shit and generically, then do Google ads. Like, they shouldn't give spots to local service ads to those guys.
What pissed me off for a little bit, this is kind of different, but because there aren't any other or I can't say there aren't any other, but right where I'm at, there aren't very many, at least, like
Yeah.
digital marketing people that do Google ads and stuff.
Yeah.
So they didn't have enough for the 3-pack. So they're putting like New York City marketing companies in my 3-pack
Are they
for
really?
my area. I'm like, get the fuck out of my 3-pack. Like, I earned that, you didn't.
They're just lumping you guys in with New York City.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you're in Albany, right?
No, I'm east of Syracuse, out in the country.
Ah, okay. That's right. Yeah, Syracuse. You drive through. When I go back to Buffalo to visit, we drive through Syracuse.
It's
You
rain
are in
here.
rural. You
Are
are in
you
a
getting the
rural area.
rain like we're getting? Oh my God.
Yes, it's
Stop.
horrific. I told you guys, right? Like a couple weeks ago, I bought a motorcycle again, and I haven't even had a chance to go out. It's been rained like the last 8 days straight. Like ridiculous. Today, actually, it's not raining today, which is nice. But
Oh, lucky you.
yeah, I'm like mentally can't handle it. I'm like one of those weirdos whose mood is directly affected by the weather, and I can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, all right, guys, let's cut it out of here. There's only 2 minutes left. I'll see you guys in school over the weekend. I'm putting in more of those optimization trainings. So I'm doing some more for our internal team. So when I post them, I should be over the weekend. I'll put some in there on how I'm like turning around shitty accounts. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks again.
All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.